Modern farming depends on synthetic fertilizers that boost yields but wear down soils and budgets. Microendo, a biotechnology company from Mexico, is turning that model upside down, using each plant's own natural microbiome as a living fertilizer to grow healthier crops with fewer chemicals. Cristóbal, let's start simple. What's happening in most fields today, and how is your approach different?
We play with the microbiota. So the microbiota, they are the microbes that live inside of the tissues of the plants. So we select the best one and we make crop-specific products, biofertilizers.
So what is the specific problem you're solving at Microendo?
So we solve two principal problems. The first of all is the soil degradation. That is the 40% of the soil in the world, they are degraded right now. So with these microbes, we can cover the natural microbiota and we can restore the soils. And the other problem is the CO2 emission. The 43% of the CO2 emission, they are coming from the agriculture. So in Microendo, we have some microbes that can sequester the CO2 in the soil. And this is the way that we can help the world.
For a grower thinking in dollars and cents, what changes first on the farm when they adopt Microendo, and how soon do they see a payback?
First of all, we start reducing the chemical fertilization, at least in the first application, the 5%. And then go to the 10, 15, we got until 70% off of the chemical fertilizers. It takes to us around 2 years. And after that, with every amount of chemical fertilization that we reduced, they have more money for her farmers.
You began this work after fighting disease in your own family's agave fields. When did you realize this could become a company, not just a fix for your farm?
I saved the farm on my father. I realized if I can save the agave farm on my father, I can save the farm from everyone. So I feel like if I can do this protocol or this way to take the microbe from the plants for agave, I can take from any plant in the world.
Agave prices can swing wildly from over $1 a kilo to just 30 cents. How does that affect your talks with growers?
For me, not too much, because most of our customers, they are tequileras. So they don't focus a lot in the price of agave because there is a raw material for them. So another thing, they are organic tequila, because my product is 100% organic. So the good thing for me is like they don't care a lot about the price. They focus more in the organic, sustainable way that they grow the agave. So for me, don't affect a lot this kind of price of agave.
Weather extremes are hitting farms everywhere. How do your microbes hold up in a drought year versus a flood year?
The difference on the innovation of what we do is like we take the microbes from the crops. So imagine if you, for example, take the microbe from corn. So this microbe from corn can work for any corn in the world. The corn from the US, from China, from Mexico, from Brazil. And in the other hand, if you have microbes that you take from the soil, in the soil is just work from that kind of soil or that kind of environment condition. So the good thing or innovation for us, like we take from the crop. So this is really interesting because this microbe can go inside to the tissues of the crop. So we don't care about the soil or environment condition.
If you were talking to regulators, what's the biggest thing slowing down adoption of biological solutions like yours?
Something complicated about the biologic is because most of the company they do a GMO. That means that they modified the microorganism. But in our case, in Microendo, we use wild type microbes. That means that this is the microbes that is the natural microbiota. So we don't modify anything. So this is good for us because the regulation is kind of simple, because the microbes that we use, they are from the plants. So we don't need to modify anything. So the only thing that we take care is to select the best microbes from the plants. We don't need to modify anything. So this is really good for us because the regulation is kind of easy.
So looking forward 1-2 years from now, what is the next steps for the company?
So right now we are focusing consolidate in America, in the continent of America. And right now we are doing some collaboration in Spain to start doing the business here in Europe. Yeah, the idea is to keep growing to India and China. There are really a big market in the agriculture area. So yeah, we are really happy because our mission in Microendo is save the world with reducing of the chemical fertilizers and sequester the CO2 in the soil.